Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. Monday afternoon, a very cold Monday afternoon. We are having a very cold winter. By our standards, by your standards, laughably sunny and mild, I'm sure. But anyway, I have got the Lunar Soul Tarot on the tarot table for this reading, and this reading is about a Tumblr rumor that has just popped up that allegedly Meghan Markle is not scheduled to attend the Invictus Games. Now, we all know that she was front and center at the last Invictus Games in the Netherlands, in a new outfit. Every time the camera was on her, the camera was very often on her. There she was giving speeches and, riding in little cars, tiny cars, not looking pleased to be doing that, but she did it. And apparently loomed large in the documentary Heart of Invictus until they decided to chop her out, and I have just read on that, and it does look as if she has been chopped out according to what I was seeing in the cards, and you can find that reading in the Royals playlist. But now we're going to look at this story, and it's interesting because just a few days ago we were hearing that we were going to see Archie and Lilibet in Dusseldorf. That they would be appearing there. This was, of course, directly after George and Charlotte their star turn at Wimbledon. And they know we're going to see Archie and Lilibet at the Invictus Games, and they will outdo the Wales children, of course. So now we're hearing no Meghan, and we want to know what's going on. No Meghan, because Meghan doesn't want to go, because Meghan is so busy trying to scrounge work in Hollywood. With her agents, to the extent she's allegedly living in a hotel opposite them. You can imagine them all leopard crawling, across the floor to their desks and stuff. So is this Meghan's decision not to go, or has she been told stay away? The other thing that we're going to look at here, we're going to look at that. We're going to look at the children, why there was that rumor, and then what happened with that. Are we going to see the children there? It seems to my mind that they are too young to be displayed at such an event so far away from home, but who knows. We want to look at another Invictus related story, one that was doing the rounds a while back, and this was that there was a rumor that Meghan Markle owed them something like $450,000. It was a wild rumor. I don't think I read on it at the time. I remember thinking, nah, I'm not going to go there. But now I'm going to go there because we're talking about why she may not be showing up. Does she owe them money? This rumor was about the fact that she was in all these new clothes, expensive new clothes, and while Harry was in the same bedraggled suit, or whatever, it wasn't even a suit. So we're going to ask, is there money owed? And could this be one of the reasons why she's not welcome there? All scandalous rumours, of course. And we have to remind you, as I shuffle a bit more, it's tarot for fun and entertainment. All my opinion, it's all speculation. And we read energy here, archetypal energy, and disclaimer in the box below. So let's have a look at the Invictus Games. One of these readings, a self-designed reading with little columns. I explain the cards as we go. I've got the questions written down as ever, in case I have a senior moment and can't remember what I was supposed to be asking, but also so that it's very clear for universe what I'm up to and what I want to know, because that's how we communicate. So there are our cards, and the underlying energy is judgment. Judgment in reverse. Don't come, we don't want you. Pretty much. Judgment is a wake-up call, a decision, a revelation. Judgment, an awakening, a coming around again. Because it's a second coming. So it's always, when you get the judgment upright, it's, oh, here they come again. But when it's in reverse, don't show up. We don't want you. Big card. It's major arcana. And so decision made, I would say. A decision made that not welcome, don't come. Whoever has made the decision, we'll find out, hopefully. We're asking anyway for information about that, but that's a very big card, and it looks as if The vote is against her, thumbs down to her. Very interesting. And so tell us the overall situation we're dealing with here. And we have got the Two of Discs in reverse. That's a ball that's dropped. Somebody who's been trying to juggle two things but has eventually given up and can't anymore. They're overwhelmed. It's just all too much. It could be Harry's energy, that Harry was divided between the wife and the charitable foundation, the Invictus Games. I don't know if it's technically a charity or what it is. But anyway, he was torn between the two when the card was upright, and now it's in the reverse. He can't keep both sides happy. He can't placate the wife and he can't placate the Invictus Games. And so drop the ball. We know he juggles. We've seen him juggling in the window, that 40 by 40 thing. Farcical moment there to see a Prince of the Realm juggling in a window while his very trashy, in my opinion, wife was lording it over him. Anyway, so it's all fall down, drop the ball, can't please everybody, and in the end probably nobody will be pleased by this. So let's move on to this first column. First question here is, did Meghan want to go? Does Meghan want to go? We are in the present tense, we're not in the past yet. That was a very Irish thing to say. The Lovers, and I'm hoping I don't have to get the old black pen out and have to draw on them. Let's put them away quickly. The Lovers is choices, decision time. We've got a big decision here that's already made. I think she did want to go because it's upright. It's upright. It's being seen as a partner. Lovers is about unions, is a very powerful unions, obviously, because it's major arcana, and it's being seen together. It's being seen as a power couple, the Lovers, and a decision, a choice. It's a very powerful yes for me, that she does want to go. It would obviously do her image good to be seen there. Whether it would do anyone else's image good is another question entirely. But she seems like she wants to go. It would be useful for her to be seen there. Important for her to be seen there. And displeased to be cut out of the documentary as far as I can remember from the reading that I did. I do so many, it's quite hard to keep on top of them. I used to play them over so that I could embed them in my brain, but not enough time, and also mental health. There's only so many hours of the day one can give to Harry and Meghan and the rest of the royals before madness takes over. And it is Mad World Tarot, but I'm not the one, hopefully, that's mad. Anyway, that's a mere aside. How about husband? Does he want his wife there, or is he the one saying stay home? Does he want her there by his side, helping him? Justice in reverse. Justice in the reverse is that good old divorce card that we see, a separation energy with justice in reverse. At some level, he might feel that it's unfair to have her around because she might be stealing his thunder. So it would disrupt the balance of the situation if she was there. And we've already got the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Discs, as our story, what the issue that we're looking at. And that's in reverse, of course. And now we get the Justice in reverse, which is sort of the major arcana of the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So it's doubling up and telling me that for Harry, he feels overwhelmed, he feels torn. With her there, it would probably feel like she's stealing his thunder and it's not fair, and it's an uneven situation. It's not a reciprocal situation. How about Invictus Games? Moving on to the next column. Do they want Meghan there, or were they the ones that said stay home, or allegedly are saying stay at home? We don't know who's really saying stay at home. We got the Chariot in reverse, stay at home. There it is. This is where the decree is coming from, according to the energy that I'm reading in these cards. Chariot is forward motion, is travel, is ambition and drive and energy and enthusiasm and all those lovely things. In reverse, roadblock, stop. Wheels were coming right off. We were talking about her in that tiny car, going round and round and looking sour-faced while she was doing it. But it's don't get on a plane. Don't darken our doorstep. Don't. We don't want you. And so this energy for me more was the Justice in reverse. As I say, he's been trying to placate everyone, please her, please them, can't. And the Justice card can mean various things, but it's tending now to seem as if he thinks it's unfair that she's not welcome. Interesting. But I'm tending in that direction with this now, having seen the Chariot in reverse, rather than him thinking she's there to steal his limelight. It's more, oh, you know, poor dear. She was so sweet and she gave her coat to that woman who had a young baby. And she would do something lovely like that again, of course. How about this money rumor? And it is just a wild rumor. So we're just going to look at the energy of this wild rumor that allegedly she blew the budget on her haute couture and now they want it back. Is there a money story here? And we have got the Magician in reverse. Could be, because it's trickster energy, the Magician in the reverse. She pulled a fast one, maybe. Speculating, I have to say. This is pure speculation on my part. I'm not accusing her for 1 second of doing something underhand, such as walking away in a pair of, forgetting that she was wearing those shoes and wandering off with them. Perhaps she just forgot that she had all those clothes in her suitcase and went home with them. But it's the trickster energy, the Magician in reverse. It's somebody who's using power plays and using all those things that they have to accomplish things that aren't necessarily for the greater good, shall we just say. Magician in the reverse tends to look after itself more than anyone else, and use those power plays and those tricks and those things that those attributes that they have for self-serving purposes, the Magician, rather than for the greater good. We're getting big cards here. Just looking at this, this is a big major arcana reading. A Judgment as our underlying reading. Then we got the Lovers, Justice in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Magician in reverse. She really wanted this. She thought it would be useful to her. So we're going to move on to the children thing. The news recently relayed to us all through the usual rumour mill that the children were going to appear. So who and why and what? Tell us about the rumour. Who was behind it? Why? This story. Ta-da! The Queen of Wands. She's rather an amusing looking Queen of Wands. I don't think our current Queen of Wands would like to be seen in that light. But anyway, Queen of Wands is a fire sign woman. Very dramatic, very theatrical. She's in reverse, so she was feeling angry. She was being melodramatic. She was feeling that she had been shoved out of the limelight by the children at Wimbledon. I don't even feel that it's the right word, children, anymore for them. They're growing up so fast. But yeah. She was sour grapes. Let's put the story out that Archie and Lilibet are going to be there and get the attention back on us. And perhaps then the Invictus Games will say, actually, you are welcome. What a darling idea. Bring them along. So are we going to see them? It doesn't look like we're going to see Meghan, so it would be odd to see them. But are we going to see... We've got a Page of Swords. That's a child. We could see one. We might get a showing of Archie. Briefly, we might just see one of them with that Page of Swords. It's a strategic maneuver, the Page of Swords. Somebody who's very strategic, always plans and plots and does research and thinks about things, and you know. So I think there is planning and strategizing around this. That it might be that Harry and Archie show up at the Invictus Games. Could be. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting to see any sign of a child, but there it is. Page of Swords. He is allegedly a Taurus, but yeah, I think we all agree that more likely an Aries. Anyway, let's move on to the outcome now. Are we going to see the wife there? I'm getting so far a no, but I mean, she could pull a fast one and suddenly show up uninvited. Are we going to see her there? No. No, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. But that's the harvest. That's reaping what you sow. The 7 of Pentacles, it's in reverse. She's going to feel that she's put in all this effort to support this charity. Show up last time, go around in that silly little car, and change her outfit every 5 seconds, and give that speech, and hand over her coat. And yet they don't want her there. Waste of time, waste of effort, no return on her investment. 7 of Pentacles, discs in reverse. So she's going to feel like it's a big fat waste of time, and is quite begrudging and resentful there. And so even more, that Justice card in reverse tells me that at some level, Harry, whatever he thinks of her, still seems to be under her thumb to quite a large extent. When it comes to these joint enterprises, he's going to think that this is not fair. Interesting. How's he going to be received by the people there? There have been rumours that he's not looked at he's not very popular anymore with the service men and women who are there attending. He might be a bit of a liability to Invictus Games themselves. They've got to, of course, get this Netflix thing out the way, and then they can shunt him. If they want to get rid of him, they can. But how's he going to be received? Is he going to receive a hero's welcome? 6 of discs, yeah, he is kind of going to get, not a hero's welcome, but he's useful with the 6 of discs. It's the equality, the reciprocity card, charity card. Here he comes, distributing largesse. It's thanks to him that we have the Invictus Games and we have this money. Never mind, it was lifted from the Warrior Games in the United States and set up for him by, what's his name? Edward somebody or other, I've forgotten, I've gone blank. Lane Fox, I think. But here he comes. So yeah, they're going to tolerate him. They're going to be grateful for what largesse comes their way because of his presence. It's not a hero's welcome. That would be 6 of Wands, hero's welcome. I think that this is strategic to make them not boo and hiss and chuck things when they see him, which they might be inclined to. And look, it's the Invictus Games. I think some people could chuck things with lethal weapons if they wanted to there. And we know he's frightened of being stabbed. He did say that somewhere, that he thought that he would be stabbed by some wild person, some lunatic, because he's a member of the royal family. And I did recently do a reading on that, and it did seem as if he was quite worried about being stabbed by some random person. Anyway, that's also a mirror side. So there you have it. It doesn't look like the Duchess is going to have to stay behind and hang around outside the William Morris agency, hoping that they get a gig for her. Does look like Harry is a bit disgruntled about this himself, which is quite startling, really, you have to say. When are his eyes going to be opened? It does look as if the Invictus Games are the ones saying, don't come. It does look as if there might have been some substance to that story about things owed or things that were magicked away. How about that for a magician in reverse energy? Upright, the magician would produce a rabbit from a hat. In reverse, a magician might just put the rabbit in the hat and disappear. And children, we might just see one. Curious. She definitely behind the rumor. I think I've covered everything, so we know what's what. Yeah, that's the reading. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to hop on to the next one now.